On this eve of December 1918, Milton, Pennsylvania. To whom it may concern, I, Ward, Thomas, known to you since my birth in the orphanage here at St. Nymphna in 1904, humbly request that you allow Sharpless, Margaret, born 1870 in Defiance Township in the county of Defiance, Ohio, to be released from the mental asylum, cleared of all suspicion, and given into my care. I personally know Miss Margaret Sharpless to be of good repute and moral character. Over the course of the war, I have worked after school and in summer at the Milton National Bank on South Front Street, where she is employed. As errand boy, my tasks put me in daily contact with her. In your deliberations tomorrow, I hope that you will consider this first-hand account and weigh it strongly in her favor. Hers is a story you may already know, but I fear that you need to hear it again. The other workers at the bank, from whom you have no doubt received letters, do not know Miss Margaret as I do. They see only a spinster bookkeeper in the back office, seated erectly and as corseted as any promissory note in the vault. They do not care about the accurate recording of dollar amounts in accounting ledgers. They say Miss Margaret is as dull as a blade after harvest. Behind her back, they call her Sharpless. I will admit that I too have joined in their fun, not to always be the brunt of their jokes. My crippled foot makes me look the fool. It has kept me here while all my able-bodied friends have gone overseas to fight. Let there be no question raised as to the equanimity of one Miss Margaret Sharpless. When considering the bank workers' statements, it must be taken into account just how insidiously they delight in their attempts at tormenting her. It is well known that she will not use a pencil if the point is not sharp. She had the pencil sharpener screwed right into the chair railing across from her desk. Any time her point breaks, they snicker when she promptly gets up to sharpen it. Sharpless indeed, they like to say. One particular prankster, I will not name here, likes to break the lead in her pencils by thrashing them with a ruler. Miss Margaret has the same Westacott 12-inch ruler with the inlaid metal edge that the nuns used. It packs a wallop, but she only wields it at her ledger to keep the columns straight. Never have I had cause to fear ill treatment from Miss Margaret. But she will keep sending me over to Fulmer's on Broadway to buy the yellow Dixon Ticonderoga pencils she insists on. Once, Mr. Gary gave me the wrong kind, a box marked soft. She did not scold, just sent me right back out again to correct the mistake. Miss Margaret says that in order for the bank's records to be exact, the pencil leads must be hard and their points sharp. It is true that she keeps to herself. I never see her engage in conversation with the other office girls about the picture show on Saturday afternoons or the jewelry on display at W.C. Lawson's. Miss Margaret does not join in gossip about the society ladies who visit the bank. She does not take lunch with the office workers. She uses her break time to visit the dressmaker or some other shop in town to procure lady things. You can ask around. Miss Margaret Sharpless is a good customer. They all know her. Let there be no question as to her hygiene and deportment. It is exactly due to her impeccable taste and propriety that the bank manager entrusts Miss Margaret with the entertaining of the wives of the most important customers, while he conducts business with the husbands. Some office girls may be seen with their ribbons crushed and shirtwaists so wrinkled one wonders what they have been getting up to. I have even seen cat hair on the lap of a teller behind the counter. Nothing of the kind is to be found with Miss Margaret Sharpless. Why, the green bow pinned to her collar is so crisp, it holds the wonder of fresh invention even when the day is long. Sailing upstairs to the vault, that ribbon rides on her chest like a fledgling on his first day of flight. And what of her shirtwaist? It is pristinely starched and of such brilliance that it even attracts the attention of the hornet in summer that lives in the beveled molding above her desk. If the poisonous beast lands on her sleeve, Miss Margaret does not flinch, nor flutter about in girly hysterics. She simply suspends activity and waits calmly for the intransigent creature to regain its wherewithal and fly away home. I cannot speak for the choices Miss Margaret made earlier in her life, but the gabardine she chose to be tailored into a skirt is of a worsted wool, the color of greenbacks, and is of such an impenetrable weave that not even one of her finely pointed pencil leads could stab through it. At all times, you would find Miss Margaret's gray hair smoothed into place and discreetly pinned above the roll of her high collar. A modest pair of cameo earrings properly adorn her earlobes without calling undue attention to her person. Yes, she is in the habit of tucking an extra pencil into her bun, but rarely does it leave a smudge of lead on her collar. The only loss of composure I ever witnessed prior to the events of her final month in the bank's employ, a subject to which I will return, arose from the immense pride Miss Margaret takes in her appearance. On that particular afternoon, having arranged the ledgers needed for the manager's appointment with our most prestigious customer, Miss Margaret was preparing to serve tea to his wife. I returned with a pitcher of fresh milk to find her by the window before the fireplace, distraught to tears over the loss of a button gone missing from her left cuff. She muttered something about the button originally belonging to a baby's jacket, but I did not catch all her words. My eyes alighted on the tiny white bone disc poking out from between the floorboards at her feet. I deftly fished it out. The button looked like the ones we had on our trousers at the orphanage, but I paid no mind to those memories. I put my fingers right to work and expertly sewed the button onto her cuff, all the while garnering her warmest praise for my action. Miss Margaret must have been practicing arithmetic while the other young ladies were learning to sew. She cannot even thread a needle and expressed surprise that I am thusly skilled. I explained how the nuns at St. Dymphna judging that my infirmity would render me ill-suited to farm work, had taught me to sew. Miss Margaret said something about sewing lessons being the least of what the nuns had kept from her. I did not think anything about the comment at the time, about both of us, the nuns, the button, and the bit about the baby's clothes.